Hey, welcome, all my right thinkers. Thanks for tuning in to check out your boy P Funk and rocking the old original I in my living room, doing what I do for you. Today, writers in 25 rules to live by. Storytelling, story with a message. Oh, I got a good one for you today. Hope you enjoy it. Let's go. Writers in 25 rules to live by. Storytelling, story with a message, message and story for life. These are life lessons I'm giving them. You receiving them. Let's go. Right Thinker's mission is to enlighten, inspire, educate, and motivate you, the individual, to a higher spiritual level of enlightenment. Knowing who you are is important. Tidbit. Right Thinker's way of life through what? Mental and spiritual discipline, holding yourself accountable to a higher standard, will help and guide you to obtain your goal of obtaining spiritual enlightenment, aka know thyself. That's my mission, to get all right thinkers to do just that. Know themselves. Doing a good job. Keep it up. Let's go. Got a little ways to go. So keep tuning in, keep using it, and keep growing. The idea is to do just this. Know thyself. I know how to make that happen for you. But you need to understand one of these persons are you. And if you ain't the one at the end, get busy. A person who knows not and knows not that they know not is foolish. Disregard them. A person who knows not and knows that they know not is simple. I can teach them. That's why I do what I do for you, teacher. Okay. A person who knows not and believes that they know, we got issues. Why? They're dangerous. Avoid them. I do. A person who knows but knows not that they know is asleep spiritually. I can awaken them spiritually with knowledge of self. I'm the spiritual alarm clock. I can wake you up. That's what I do for you. A person who knows and knows that they know is wise. Follow them. All these persons, they reside in you. Right thinkers, know thyself. And to Mayat be true. Mayat is order, balance, everything that's pretty much divine. Why? Because Ra set the world on Mayat. That's what represents order for the universe. Little tidbit there. That's why I respect Mayat. Here you go. Right thinkers? The question is, to be yourself, you have to what? Know yourself. My favorite song by one of my guys, Dr. My man, mm, from Patterson too. My dude. He got a record called I'm So Glad I Can Be Myself. I love that record because it says it all. But in order to be yourself, you have to know yourself. Dr. Ray Hagan, excuse me. I just had brain freeze. That's my man. Tune in every week. He doing his thing. I'm a follower, Advent. All right. So the phrase is, to be yourself is what we all want to be or not to be. But in order for it to be, you need to know yourself. My goal is to get you to do just that. Know thyself. Let's talk about it. When you know who you are from daily practicing of your life lessons that you learn, okay, you're being yourself, growing into your spiritual self. Why? Raising your consciousness, living better, doing better, not living on the lower level of the first 3 degrees of the chakra system with no empathy, no compassion, no speaking of Makaru, no knowledge of self. These are things that you have to acquire. We're not born with it. That's why they put it out there, the blueprint, so you got to go get it. I work on being my best self. When you know yourself, then you can be yourself. A lot of us want to be somebody, so that's not wanting to be. Don't mean you know who you are. Knowing who you are, you ain't worried about what you want to be because you are who you are. Fame, fortune, that don't make who you are. You have to put in your own work to know yourself for yourself. I give you the blueprint so that you can know God and yourself for yourself. These are lessons that I give for that purpose and that reason only. I ain't trying to tell you who and what to do, none of that. I'm just giving you the blueprint to get where you want to go, if that's what you want to do. be better spiritually? I'm your man. You want to grow spiritually? I'm the one. You want to get close to God? That's what you want to be doing. That's what I do for you. Doing the right thing daily is the way to know yourself and guess what? To get blessed. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. You can't be blessed living a sneaky and deceitful lifestyle. It won't happen. I can tell you that again from experience. I was good at that. Let that marinate. When you give total effort to the things that's important to you, that's beginning to know yourself. I only do what's beneficial to me. I only do what I think is best for me. That's knowing yourself. They told us to be that kind of person. Why? Because you got a whole bunch of things and going on that if you ain't paying attention, you get sucked up in. You be part of the matrix. You be stuck in that loop. Okay, the overbursts, the buffering. You don't want to do this. Straighten it out and go somewhere. Sometimes it's better to move in the wrong direction to not move at all. And you only find out that you're in the wrong direction when you get a certain point. Well, wait a minute, this ain't the right way. So be able to think, be able to comprehend, and make adjustments on the fly. Next one is watch this. Right thinking philosophy is what I teach. It teaches you to what? Know yourself so that what? You can be yourself. That's the whole point about living this life. Knowing who you are to be your best self. I give you the option. But I also give you self knowledge so that you can make a better decision with the options of doing this or that. Come down to balance, come down to duality. You got to make choices. But if you're ignorant of what you need to do for yourself, you're going to make bad choices. That's being ignorant of self. I'll give you the tools, aka the spiritual knowledge and understanding that you need to know yourself. You have to use them. As a Mason, I gave working tools as entrepreneurs, working tools as a fellow craft. And the ironic thing is, most master Masons, when they get their little trial, they think they got something to spread joy and spread love. You got 11, 12 other working tools that go with that one tool. If you got one, you got a whole bunch of tools. You didn't know what to use, but you claim to be a master of something. I mastered the concept of knowing thyself. I can teach that. That's what I do. In order for me, excuse me, I have first-hand experience with what? Knowing thyself because what? I put the work in. That's how I know. Ain't nobody told me. I ain't read in no book. I do it. In order for me to teach you something, I have to have learned it myself. Before I can teach it, I have to learn it, know it, manifest it, and then master it so then I can teach it. I'm a master teacher. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. I show you what knowing yourself looks like. I hope it looks good to you because that's my goal, to look my best, be my best, and show my best self all the time. Not just when I'm doing this. Outside of here, this the same dude you're gonna get. Newsflash. All right, next one. I'm so glad I can be myself, but that's because I put the work in to do just that. You can't have this privilege without earning it. It's not given to you. God gave us gifts and talents, but you have to what? Cultivate them, marinate them, perfect them, and then maybe profit and benefit from them. That's your choice. I have been through, excuse me, that Oh, excuse me. I have been through the proverbial fire. I can't read one right. I just said, what the hell is that? Excuse me. All right, watch this. I have been through that proverbial fire. I'm forged through what? My experience. I'm gonna let that marinate. Trust me. Everything I say, I've done. I have proven to my higher self that I am a true warrior for him. I spent over 50 years of my life working for that other guy. I got nothing but some lessons in life, but more gritting my teeth and bad feelings than good. The time I've been spending working for my new boss here, don't compare. Trust me. That's why I'm doing his work daily. I'm being tested when daily, and guess what? I'm passing the test of life daily. That's right thinking philosophy at its best. Put me to the test. Come on. I'm up for the test. Let's go. As a Mason, I want to be tried, never denied, and if you want, you could try me again. I will be consistent in what I do for you. Trust me. I'm not, I'm in that high place spiritually and mentally. Hotep, that means peace within myself. I'm spiritually enlightened. I'm comfortable with my position in life and who I am and what I'm doing. And I'm living out my passion to do what it is I do. Educate, enlighten you. I had a joke. I was telling my, what you gonna do tonight? Like Pinky in the Brain. Hey, Brain, what we gonna do tonight? I'm Brain. Pinky, I'm gonna do what I do every night. Try to enlighten the world. That's right thinking philosophy. Here you go. Now, I am so glad to be able to say I know myself. I can't and I don't want to be like anyone else. We do affirmations, and I love me some me, like my sister. If you don't love you, nobody else will. Not even him. No, get that wrong. No, no, no. He can love you regardless. Trust me. I just got the lesson this week. No, he gives you unconditional love, even when you don't want it, even when you don't deserve it, even when you don't even know you're getting it. That's God. Okay, understand that. Break that situation. I don't want you to think of, oh, you got no, no, no. It's all God all the time. Trust me. Next one is, the sooner you learn yourself, the sooner you can learn to be yourself. Start early age. Start out young. Let them know who they are, and they can perfect that going through life without trying to find themselves. Calm down. I want young people to be enlightened to themselves so they can enjoy their lives early in life instead of fighting through the muck and the lie, the deceit that they was given to find themselves. We should teach them themselves the truth early. That's the purpose of right thinking philosophy. I want young people to understand who they are so they can live a better life. Older people wake up so they can extend their life and do better for themselves. That's all I got for you. All right. If it takes you 30, 40 years to know yourself, you live a lifetime, a lot of living time, wasting time. So instead of bragging about how long it took you to find you, you should get busy on helping other people find themselves. That's evangelism. Okay, where we at? Wait a minute. Okay, here you go. Okay, here you go. I know that the younger you are, when you become enlightened to yourself, the better your life will be as you live it with knowledge of self. As you go through life, we find out later in life stuff we wish we would have had learned. I'm one. Trust me, that's what I'm trying to say. Again, from experience. Your life struggles come from what? From your ignorance of self. Again, from experience. I'm only speaking my kadu to you. I'm only telling you what I know. I learned you learn who you are early in life so that what? You can enjoy your life. That's what the teaching's all about. If we teach our children to do right from wrong, they can prosper in their life. Give them the truth, and that would be all they need. The truth. They got the youth. The truth, when youth, trust me, changes. Yeah, I get excited. All right, last one. I'm about to wrap it up, and I appreciate you tuning in. It's a little longer this time, but I'm hoping the point is getting across. Knowing yourself frees you from what? Your ego self. Remember him? That adversary that you claim don't go nowhere? That's your ego. He ain't going nowhere. If you're egoistic, you haven't learned your true self. You're not free spiritually. You're stuck in your own mind. You're stuck with your own concept. You're stuck on stupid, as they would say, because you refuse to adhere, or refuse to open your mind to truth and knowledge that you should have to help you be a better you. If you think it's all about you, then you're stuck. I can't help you. To know yourself, you will have to what? Defeat your ego self. Because if you think you are you, then that's your ego. And you ain't gonna let him go, then he got you by the chokehold. He's going to kill you. I'm a free man spiritually. Why? Because of my self mastery and knowledge of myself that I accumulated from what? Studying, living, and understanding how to do that on a day to day basis. Freedom is what? Having set, aka your ego, under total control. Flying off the handle because something happened that you didn't particularly care for because you couldn't control yourself, that's not having total control over your emotion. Emotional outbursts, emotional tirades, you're still not totally mastering your ego self because your emotion takes the better you. That's the ego. Trying to get you to understand that. I have been ego free ever since I humbled myself and defeated my lower nature. That's right thinking philosophy from me to you. I hope you like the message. I got more. Stay tuned. You know what we do.